You're going to start growing followers, streams, pre-saves, and momentum if you change these 4 systems inside your Spotify strategy. So I want to break this all down for you and show you exactly what Spotify is built to reward. We're going to cover getting more followers onto your artist profile, building your own artist pick playlist, increasing pre-saves with a smarter strategy, and using Spotify for artist data to guide your ads. And so if we've never met and you've never watched this channel, I'm Ayaz. I'm a Spotify strategist and a music marketing coach. And I've worked with the likes of Sony RCA, Warner Chappell, Universal Music, and loads of the majors, as well as distributors, brands like Amazon Music Plus 44, SBTV, Grime Daily. I've paid my dues. And so let's just make this clear, right? So Spotify doesn't reward good music. It rewards great systems. And so when most artists think they have a streaming problem, they actually have a strategy problem. You're not getting discovered because you're not feeding Spotify the right signals. And when you understand what the algorithm prioritizes, you can build momentum on every release. And so that's exactly what I want to show you, right? So let's break down these 4 systems. Number 1 is getting more followers on your artist profile. So Spotify followers do more than just boost your ego. They actually tell Spotify, this artist matters to me, keep showing me their music. And so that helps this artist rank higher in your release radar playlist. And that is the personalized, algorithmically generated playlist that updates every single Friday for every Spotify user. And so if someone follows you, they listen to you regularly. If they save your tracks, if they put you in their liked songs, put you in a playlist, Spotify ranks them higher in your release radar, and that's a big deal. And so let's say there were 50 new tracks every Friday. So most fans don't scroll all the way to the bottom and listen all the way to the bottom. They maybe listen to the top 10, maybe the top 20. And so the more followers you have, the higher up in the playlist you're going to rank. So the better playlist position you have in release radar, the more streams you're going to have. And so make this a part of your content strategy. So asking fans to follow you as an artist means they're going to get shown every song you ever drop. Now, they don't necessarily going to listen to it, but they're going to see you frequently releasing music. Then they're going to want to connect with you on social media because they're seeing you're constantly dropping, but they haven't got the storytelling about each record. They haven't been part of the journey. And so now they're going to head from Spotify to your Instagram and your TikTok to witness the build-up of each track. System number 2 is building your own artist pick playlist. To me, this is an essential one, a non-negotiable for any artist who hasn't released music in a long time. Don't just promote a song. Promote a playlist. When people add one song to their library, it doesn't help them keep coming back for more. By following your profile or by following your playlist, every time you add a song, they can potentially listen. So what I want you to do is open up your Spotify account as a profile, your own user, and I hope you have your own subscription and you pay for the service that's supposed to be paying you. And so I want you to build your own playlist. You can call it, this is artist name. Call it artist names essentials or artist name my catalog, whatever you want to name this. And I want you to add your latest single, your older tracks, any features, any remixes you've ever done. And I want you to set that order, not in date chronological order, but from what you believe is the best song to your worst song. And that might be by number of plays. It might have the best song with the most listeners at the top. Or maybe your most listened song is number 3, number 4, number 5. And actually an undiscovered gem is your number 1 song. And what we want is for people to auto play and just vibe to your whole catalog. And this is what I call compounding your catalog, because they're going to hit this playlist and start on the tune they recognize, maybe your newest song or your best song. And then it will just auto play all of your old material. And they'll realize it's a vibe, because your old music is new music to somebody. And so you're going to make one click lead to 10 streams, right? They're going to keep going, especially if you're running ads. So usually one click leads to one stream, right? Sometimes if they save it to their library, one click can lead to many streams. But with this process, one click can lead to many songs can lead to many saves, and many saves can lead to many streams. And so imagine just sending fans from your social media to your profile. From your profile, they find your playlist. From your playlist, they find your catalog. And then you're creating a long-term sustainable revenue stream. Right? The more content you post on social media, the more people come. And so you're creating not a funnel, you're creating a flywheel that gets faster the more you power it. Instead of having people enter at the top and just filter down, that's what a funnel would be. A flywheel gets faster the more you feed it. And so that also comes into system 3, increasing your pre-saves. So this one is a game changer because, again, a pre-save can affect everything. Back in the day, I wasn't a fan of the pre-save mechanism. It was clunky and it had so many issues. But now Spotify has built them officially. Now that tools like SymphonyOS have forever saves. So using a tool like SymphonyOS, people can save every song you ever drop for the rest of time. Once they followed once, it will automatically always save into that person's Spotify library. You can even give stuff away as bonuses. Like with SymphonyOS, you can tick a box saying redirect to a new URL after pre-saving. Game changer. Because now you can say, get a snippet of my music video, get a snippet of my live acoustic performance, get a snippet of my documentary if you pre-save. So now you're incentivizing it, and that signal means you start release day with the number of pre-saves you have as streams. Right? So let's say if 200 people pre-saved your song, it's in their library already. You think the chances are they're not going to listen to you because it's already in your library. Most people, to my understanding, hit liked songs, and they go through their liked songs as their way of listening. And then they eventually, over time, remove songs they tend to skip the most. And so what that's doing for you is by having people save every song you ever drop, it's increasing the likelihood they're just going to stumble upon it, love it, and keep listening. And pre-saves also increase Spotify's, release radar ranking. If one artist A started with 0 pre-saves, and artist B started with 150 pre-saves, who do you think is going to rank slightly higher in that release radar playlist? And that brings me very nicely on to system 4, which is using Spotify for Artist data to guide your ads. So you already have this information. It's just you're choosing not to use it. You're not signing into Spotify for Artists. You're not using the tools that are already there. You're not figuring out which settings to turn on or which toggles to use, and use your data. So when I see an artist run Facebook ads or Spotify ads, they guess what age their audience are. Or I think they're 18 to 44. Why? Why are you guessing? Go into the Insights dashboard, filter by demographic, and see what percentage of your audience are actually 24 to 34. What percentage of your audience are 34 to 44? Like, why would you guess when you have this data already? Like guessing which countries to go after. You literally have your top countries and your top cities. There's no need for any assumptions. You literally use the data to guide you. Like Spotify for Artists tell you which songs have a high save rate. So maybe your most streamed song might have the highest save rate because people are actually keeping it in your library. But a song you thought was going to bang maybe has the lowest save rate. Maybe the beginning of the song didn't incentivize people because it had a long-ass intro. So maybe not enough people saved it to the library. Would you consider re-releasing it without that long-ass intro and calling it a different type of radio edit? And so you can increase the likelihood using the data. This is what I mean by using data to guide the ads. Like, let's say you were only retargeting people who've already connected with some of your pre-marketing content. You can pick the countries, pick the age, pick the which videos they watch up to 50% of, and you can say, if you've watched 50% or more of this particular thing, you're going to like my song. This is what I talk about being a smart artist, guys. And so if you apply these 4 systems consistently, Spotify will reward you with more followers, more playlist placements, more daily streams. If you want to go even deeper than this surface level video, Everything is inside my course, the Spotify 100K Hitmaker system. Inside, I teach you the game plan to get every song to 30,000 streams. And then get your rest of your catalog, your 9 or 10 plus songs. I want you to get that to 70,000 streams per month. So that way you have 100,000 monthly listeners. And in doing so, Spotify will start to pay you a salary from your music. You're not going to have to dip into your 9 to 5 to spend on your music. Your music's not going to lose money. It's going to start to make money so you can reinvest the profits back into the music. Or just take it as a salary to live off. I want you to seriously consider why you're not already at 10,000 monthly listeners. Why you're not already at 50,000. Why you're not already at 100,000 monthly listeners. It's because you're not following a system. You are guessing every time. And so that stops now. And so now you know what actions that Spotify rewards. You just need to do the right type of work to get those rewards. So let's build that system together.